Imagine this. It's the 5th century AD. Rome is crumbling under the weight of corruption, rebellion, and endless invasions. But now, something different comes from the north. Not the usual Germanic tribes, but armored ships, blood-red sails, and gods of thunder on their lips. The Vikings, centuries ahead of schedule, have arrived. And they don't want to trade. They want to conquer the eternal city. This is axis of maybe. And this is what could have happened if the Vikings invaded Rome. In our timeline, the Viking Age begins around 793 AD with the infamous raid on Lindisfarne. But let's tweak the timeline. Let's say Norse seafarers, thanks to earlier access to trade routes and metallurgy, developed longships and organized war bands 300 years earlier. By 430 AD, as the Western Roman Empire is on its knees, these early Vikings, called the Stormborn in whispers across Europe, begin to move south, drawn by the rumors of a decadent empire ripe for the taking. The Rome they approach is no longer the mighty beast of Caesar's day. The Western Empire is fractured. The Visigoths have already sacked Rome in 410 AD. The legions are stretched thin. The economy is a disaster. The elite squabble over power while the common people starve. Into this chaos sail fleets of carved, dragon-headed ships, carrying warlords with names like Jarl Bjorn Ironblood and Sigurd the Flame Eater. They don't come as raiders, they come as conquerors. The Vikings hit the Italian coast like a tidal wave. Coastal cities burn. Roman forts crumble. The Norse use superior naval mobility and guerrilla tactics to outmaneuver sluggish Roman forces. Rome tries to rally. A general named Flavius Aetius, known as the last of the Romans, scrambles to defend the heart of the empire. But he's outmatched. The Vikings are more organized, more brutal, and more motivated. They besiege the eternal city, and in 437 AD, Rome falls again, but this time not to fellow Europeans. This time, it falls to the hammer and axe. Now imagine this. Viking runestones in the Roman Forum, temples to Odin and Thor beside crumbling basilicas, Norse longhouses lining the Tiber River, a new language born, Latin laced with Old Norse, forming a hybrid dialect called Nord Latin. The Roman Senate is abolished. In its place, the Vikings install a council of jarls, warrior kings who rule by strength, not by law. Christianity is driven underground. Paganism surges. The Christian Pope flees to Byzantium, screaming of the apocalypse. This single act rewrites Europe. The Holy Roman Empire never forms. The Catholic Church loses its grip. Feudalism evolves into a hybrid warrior theocracy where power is won in battle and justified by the gods. Viking Roman engineers blend Roman roads and aqueducts with Norse naval tech, giving birth to a pan-European warrior empire that dominates from the Mediterranean to Scandinavia. The Islamic Caliphate's